Hey, what's up, guys? It's Carlos here. Let's talk the voice of El Paso. So, before we get started, make sure you get yourself some Dubby energy drink. You guys already know where it's at. All right, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. It's a controversial fight that happened last night. A lot of craziness. Was it a knockdown? Was it not a knockdown? Should that have been allowed? Two out of the three judges called it a draw. What happened last night? And Lamont Roach came out. And here's the thing about it, right? And I'm going to say this. Sometimes you just get it wrong. You just get it wrong. And yesterday, I got it wrong. I was wrong. Everything that I had seen from both fighters, for me, did not lead up to what we got from Roach. And you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. But that just shows you anything can happen at any moment. Sometimes it's like that, and I'm cool with it. I mean, look, if I got it right every single time, I'd be a millionaire, a billionaire probably, because I would bet. I would put my money where my mouth is, and I would bet on it. But I always know there's a possibility that I'm going to get it wrong, and that outweighs my willingness to give up my money, and that's just a fact. That's why I don't bet on it. Anywho, so first half of the fight, I would say the first four to five rounds, hands down, went to Tank. I wasn't even too concerned with it at that point. Something happened in the fifth round, though, with Tank. I don't know if maybe he got injured. I don't know if maybe he got frustrated. I don't know what happened. But at some point, he decided that he was going to look for the big shot. Somewhere along the line, he decided that boxing and scoring points was not going to be the way to go. And I actually think had he continued to box more instead of sitting back and waiting for the big shot to happen, I think he would have probably won. Had he continued at the same pace that he was going in the first 5 rounds. Another thing that I saw was in the later half of the fight, there was no real urgency from Tank. I just didn't see that urgency from Tank. But I did see it from Roach. Lamont Roach definitely showed us urgency and oh shit, I'm running out of time. I have to do something. I'm going. And he went. And here's the thing. He may have gotten a majority draw, which I could have seen him winning. I could have seen him winning the fight. I could have. I definitely wouldn't dispute him winning. But I can also see why they called it a draw. I can. I can see why two of the judges would be like, this is a split, right? Half and half, boom, boom. Yeah, I could definitely see it because the second half of the fight, rounds from 6 through 12, almost all of those were his, almost. But here's the thing, and this is why I would say that he won. This is why I still think that he won the fight. Because that knockdown wasn't counted against Tank. That was a knockdown. He took a knee. He got hit. He took a knee. That is cut, clear. Absolutely no way around that. That's a knockdown. It's, it's boxing. So when things like this happen, I'm just like, shit, man, it's boxing. This is kind of just how the game goes sometimes, right? So, what did y'all think? I know I would have given the match to Roach. That's just how. But I'm gonna say this too. Sometimes all you need to do is just make the big man on the block bleed a little bit to show everybody else that he is human. That's it. It was like in Marvel when Tony Stark was fighting Thanos, and Thanos says, all of that for a drop of blood. That drop of blood, sometimes all it does is it gives everybody else, the idea that you are not unstoppable. You bleed like everybody else. Oh yeah, we're coming for you. I watched the Rayo fight. I'll be doing a video on that here shortly, also on what I thought about Rayo. So come back for the next, I guess you can say part 2 on last night's fight card. As always, this is Carlos at Let's Talk, the voice of El Paso. Talk to me and I'll talk back. Peace.